Alright, and with that, Chapter 5 is down. We're like way over halfway through the game now. We actually only have 5 more dungeons to go. That's as long as Chapter 3, except some of these dungeons get pretty long, so.
Everything gets stockpiled onto Chapter 3. So, speaking of 3, that's what I rolled.
Uh-oh.
Chapter 6, Pain Run.
Pain Run?
You got your Pain Run. If you take 3 hits, go kill yourself, try again.
That would have been perfect for the last chapter! This is bad. This is very, very... Wait, so I have to kill myself, or I have to restart the dungeon?
Your choice, actually.
Ooh.
Your choice.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll let you take just a death if you want to. I'm just saying, is the dungeon in Chapter 6 awfully difficult if this is concerning you?
I mean, it's not concerning me. I'm actually very curious how this can go. I mean, I have done a hitless run before.
Okay.
And again, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you understand what's happening, it's very easy to not take damage in StarTropics. Well, not very easy, but I mean, it's very easy to get like really far and then screw up. But to account for that, no, I'm not even going to do it. No, forget that. I was going to say I'm going to get the big heart, and that way I'll have full health, and that way I'll have the shooting star. But no, forget that. I'm not going to wimp out and do that. We're doing this the commando way.
Okay.
And basically, this is another big overworld exploration in the submarine kind of thing, except I know exactly where to go, so instead of spending 2 hours trying to find the level, we're going to spend about 2 minutes.
That's very helpful, because I remember you actually showed off like everything here in your Let's Play, and there's a lot of like different islands you can go on where you can find like a heart piece, or
yeah.
If I remember correctly, there's other islands that like say you found something here and it doesn't really help you.
A big apple. It's delicious, but does nothing. So yeah, I skipped the big heart. I was going to get it. They actually give you some hearts at the beginning of the level that we're about to do, so maybe I'll actually... I guess I'll grab those, just because. Because if I'm going to have to do a run where I'm taking minimal hits, I do want to have the shooting star. Just so that we're not here all night.
If I remember correctly, Rob also normally like yaps at you a whole bunch saying, hey, your uncle's over here, hey, your uncle's over here, and you avoided all of that.
I did. I strategically went around because it says it in like predetermined spaces, so I went around as many of them as I possibly could. Because who needs that?
Okay. That's just the speedrun strat.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Alright, so let's do this. So wow, so what do we have left? We have Pacifist and we have Kill Everything.
Pacifist and Kill Everything has not come up, and I'm just to say that this is Chapter 6. That'd be one way to get out of a one-hand run, is if I just told you choose Pacifist and Genocide for the next 2 chapters, and then everything would have their chance to shine. You want it though? I don't want you to decide. I'm going to decide which one is Pacifist and which one is Genocide.
Okay.
I'll tell you which when we get there, not to spoil the surprise.
Sounds good.
So
anyway, okay, so 3 hits and I'm out, so we need to keep track of that. Although, let's see, maybe we have another, no-hit run in us. That would be pretty nice.
That would be pretty nice.
This level's not bad. The next level worries me a little bit.
Okay.
Big Rock Tunnel is kind of like the second cubbing of the Ghost Tunnel, where people have nightmares about it.
Oh boy, but here you get the super jump, and this is one of those situations I'd like to bring up your Let's Play again. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is so useful, and oh my gosh, the game immediately expects you to, like, cross your eyes and figure out how to get through the room. It's just, you look at the room and you're like, oh, like, okay, where do I jump? And it's really easy to judge your jump, at least from what I look at, and then just go in the water.
Mm-hmm.
As somebody who hasn't played here, I don't know if that's actually true or not, but it seems like it's really easy to do.
Oh yeah, it's it messes with your mind because you start thinking, okay, I can jump farther than 1 tile now, and then sometimes you'll look at a gap and say, oh yeah, I can make that, and it ends up being 3 instead of 2. And yep, it's totally possible.
I'm currently rocking it so far, no hits yet.
Thank you. But hey, I think one thing I said was when you're trying to do no hits, bosses that shoot at you are like the one thing that will screw you up. And we have a boss that shoots at us right here, so it's actually like a reskin of the boss. Oh, there's one.
There's one
of the boss from the second level, except we have no snowman this time.
Oh, so now you have to do it without the snowman, but you're also not playing with one hand.
Also, yeah. And anytime he wants to come down here. Yeah, if I gotten the one-hand thing in Chapter 6, I think I would have probably just called it night.
Good night, everybody.
No, jump. I pressed right. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't even have the shooting star anymore. I'm
Oh.
toast.
Yeah, he's gonna take a lot of hits. You got a lot of dodging to do. Can you make it? He's coming down a lot.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
shooting
that's
star
not
would
it.
be so dead by now. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. Come on, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you did it. This is
No,
checkpoint,
no, I want
right?
that. Sorry?
This is checkpoint right here.
It is a checkpoint. You're smart. You know that this is not the end of the level. Starting with chapter 6, the game likes to do that, where, oh yeah, you've beat a boss, and then it starts playing the victory music. That's totally the end, right? No,
Nope.
it's not.
Nope, no, it's not. No, I'm just gonna remind you one more hit and you have to take a death, so
Okay.
I'm being stringent about that rule.
Yeah, I please do. I'm trying to take as few hits. I want that. I want the shooting. Yes, yes, thank you, shooting star back. Oh yeah. I need the shooting star. Alright, sorry about that everyone. I mean, maybe it doesn't seem like much to you, I just kind of paused there. We're having some internet trouble. It wouldn't be an Andrew Let's Play if there wasn't some of that.
That was
man.
my bad on my end. My internet actually went out that time, so thankfully we're back.
Did you win the bonus game in Super Mario World against Miles Luigi? You know what I'm
jeez.
talking about.
Yeah, I guess you could say here I am, Super Mario World. I always got to play those Mario Olympics, and all of a sudden I win the bonus game and the internet dies. It's packet trace networks just know when I win the bonus game that they need to now drop all packets.
So this is definitely a room I'm worried about in terms of our
There's a
our
lot of
no hits going
projectiles
on.
in this room.
What people sometimes forget, I mean, it's kind of not something that's always obvious in StarTropics, is that jumping is almost like temporary invincibility. Where, like, when you're in the air, there are very
really?
few things that can hurt you. So, like,
Okay.
projectiles will go right underneath you. But, so, I mean, yeah, the game does pay attention to height. Like, obviously, you can't jump over top of a mummy because, you know, they're taller. But, oh my gosh.
Wow, they're all clustering around you and you have to keep jumping. Oh, those cleats are really useful. Oh, there you go, you did it. Although,
Okay.
now you don't have too many cleats for the boss.
Boss can actually only be hurt by horsehide / baseball.
Oh.
So,
Okay, never mind then.
so here we go. Here's the again boss, destroyer of no hit runs. Let's see. Come on, Andrew, we can do this.
Alright, here comes the Mohai head. And yeah, you have to chuck him full of baseballs.
Thankfully, it only takes like 12 hits, so. Yeah!
You
only
did it.
2 hits!
There
we
you go. Exactly meeting the criteria. Well done.
Sounds good to me. Oh man.
I actually, I'm pretty impressed there. Well done, although you have another dungeon to do, huh? We'll reset your hit count to 3, because you beat the
Okay,
dungeon.
that sounds very nice. So here we go with what is considered to be one of the most difficult dungeons in the game. Quite lengthy, 3 boss fights, and the partridge in the pear tree.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
You know, just to fit the Christmassy mood. Also, there's a big heart that we could be getting, but who needs that? I mean, we can only take 3 hits anyway.
And this is very, very mazy, but there's a pretty straightforward way to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, see, there's the staircase over there. The exploring is really for the purposes of finding the big heart. What is this big rock? Looks like a massive hunk of metal. Oh, man.
But you
It's a-
can't read it.
It's significant and stuff, but I mean, we haven't really been paying too much attention to the story this far anyway. I hope everyone's been enjoying, though. This, like, you know, silly, not super actually concerned about StarTropics, but still kind of concerned about it playthrough. Yeah, hope you're having fun.
I'm enjoying seeing you go through this, and you just did not go straight forward, so I really need to immediately ask what happens when you go straight forward.
You hit a dead end, which you then have to...
Really?
You have to realize, so yeah, what happens is you can go about 2 or 3 rooms forward, but eventually you hit this dead end, and when you kill the enemies, then the doors behind you start opening again, so it's kind of like it's telling you to go back, and you have to realize that somewhere along the way, there's kind of a secret way that you need to find. But yeah. Okay,
There we
so
go.
rooms like this purple spike ball thing is one of the worst things in the game, and it takes off, I think, it's either 3.5 or 4.5 hearts if it hits you. So even if I wasn't doing a no-hit run, I would be trying to avoid that at all costs. Also, these guys suck. They suck so bad. No, I don't want to waste one of my hits on such a simple enemy. I should have used the asterisk. That was my bad. That was poor playing. I was just too busy speaking about rooms and not thinking about what I should have been doing. Okay, well there's one hit down. We're not going to get hit again. We're going to save that for a time when we really need it. Also, getting hit by something that doesn't actually take any damage off count as getting hit by something?
It has to be damage, so...
Okay. Those guys right there only stop you from using your weapon, kind of exactly like something from Legend of Zelda. But they don't actually do any damage to you. Okay. So we've taken one hit so far, a really, really stupid hit that should have been avoided. Not happy about that in the slightest, but here we have boss number 1.
Alright, here comes Bugman. He actually probably has an official name.
It's the hoodoo doll or something.
A voodoo doll.
There
okay.
we go.
Is there
And
a secret,
I'm gonna
like,
get it.
Up, and +2!
Yeah!
There we go. I was about to
Okay.
ask, is there another secret footprint that gives you 2 hearts in this room? No?
To our knowledge, that's the only one in the whole game.
Okay.
Like, but I remember
just
after
so
discovering
random.
that, I went mad trying to walk on every single tile, but I didn't find anything. But I mean, I could have missed it still. Who knows?
You really dislike those spikes, wow. I mean, I don't blame you, but still, wow.
Last thing I want to do is take any damage. We're about halfway through the level. Here comes Rocky. Not the one from the, one.
No, these are monsters.
Okay.
I gotta say, though, having that foresight of, how enemies move and whatnot, well, here's more of those enemies that you really dislike. Whoa! There you go.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Yeah, they have very sporadic patterns. So, I mean, again, I say the key to StarTropics is kind of knowing enemy patterns, but those guys, they still suck. Should be one more somewhere? Kind of nervous? Okay, there we go. Go. Almost at the second boss. Oh, right, we have this room. But we just kind of do that.
How do you dodge those knives?
What? That was nothing!
They just appear out of the ground, like, everywhere. Do they just not hit you, or what's the deal with them?
Well, they move, like, towards you. So
okay.
you can kind of say, like, okay, I'm not going to go near them and just kind of try to avoid their movement.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
I also like how you just walk past all the enemies.
Yeah, that room's really silly. Okay. Oh, I also never mentioned the secret earlier in the level where there's another medicine bottle, but, like, who needs that? Alright, second boss! No, stay away. Okay.
It's 2 guys now this time.
No,
Whoa,
no,
oh,
no.
oh,
No!
no!
Gotta die. Gotta die. That was my bad. My bad. That takes us back so far.
Oh man, the checkpoint was right after the boss, wasn't it? Ooh, jeez.
No, actually, this isn't as far as I initially thought.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't even grab any hearts, so we're doing this with the yo-yo.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, grab the hearts, get the
Yeah, if I blow it
the
this
star.
time.
And
Because
last
I
I
mean, it can only
checked,
take
like
3 hits anyway.
you're gonna die in less than 3 hits with 3 hearts right now.
We'll be okay. There's a bottle over there.
Okay.
We can get if we need it. But yeah, that was my bad. Ouch.
Still love that room.
It's such a silly room. As I mean, you kill all the guys, and then nothing, like absolutely nothing happens, and you're like, okay, what am I supposed to do? And then you kind of realize that you can go through the wall to the right because you can. It's a lot more obvious, and then I think you start to realize, oh, okay, you can go through it up there too.
Oh, that's
Alright.
fantastic. So yeah, I would recommend taking a star. Okay, good. All right.
See,
so,
it just threw me off having to deal with 2 of these guys at the same time, and I'm usually not bad at it, but like,
so
shoot.
what's the trick to it? Do you have to work?
You kind of want to deal with one at a time. Like, see now we're good.
Build
But
one
no,
at
we're
a
not.
time,
I'm
okay.
just the worst guy at StarTropics ever. That's what I'm learning today.
Oh, that was close. I remember you said in your Let's Play all bosses are instant death if they touch you.
Yes, pretty much every single boss in the game is instant kill if you run into them.
He's taking a lot of hits, it seems like. You're there, these stars actually don't do that much damage compared to, well, your yo-yo star.
Yeah, and I mean, I want as many of those as I possibly can have for the next boss, so... Okay.
Oh, well done. There you go. Good job.
You know that's not the end, though.
No, you have more dungeon to go.
But yeah, I mean, this is definitely like the biggest marathon of a level. Like 3 boss kind of fight rooms. It's pretty massive. How many hits have I taken? One.
You've taken
since dying?
1.
Okay.
Just 1 from that last boss. So.
Okay. This
Yeah.
boss is pretty simple. You kind of just stand back and jump over the projectiles when they approach you. But sometimes like the projectiles get out of sync, and then it's hard to jump over them. It's really weird.
Ooh, yeah, that would be pretty bad. Although, this exact strategy that you're doing right now is just as the pristine strategy. As long as you
See,
have
if
the
you-
ammunition to do it.
Yeah, if you run out, there's actually there's 20 more that you can pick up in this room, but you can jump in front of them and attack them with like a normal weapon, but the fire just gives you absolutely no chance, that it's pretty much impossible. But regardless, that's that level. I died once because I took too many hits like a dork, but yeah, not so bad.
I think you've done reasonably well, actually.
Thank you, thank you. Do not turn off the data while it's
No.
saving.
No, do not turn off the data. Do not go back to the home menu. Does the
Do not
text
go
change?
back to the home menu.
Does the text change to do not go back to the home menu when you played on the Wii U or the NES Classic?
Nope, it stays the same.
Oh man, you know what's one thing that I'm going to kind of miss? I'm making a guess here when the Switch comes out, is that the Wii U controller is just going to be totally 100% obsolete, which is sad because it's a fantastic controller.
It is a shame. Like it was great for games like Mario Maker and stuff.
I use my Wii U controller playing PC games. It's that good. Although, you either have to mess around with some Bluetooth crud, which is really annoying, or there's an adapter you can get that's really nice. That just makes it act like a USB controller.
Huh.
So, but yeah, the Wii U controller, I think it's like one of the best design controllers made. I love it. So, and like its battery lasts like 1,000 hours. Well, maybe not necessarily 1,000, but it like lasts forever. And like if it runs out of battery, like just plug it in and it gets enough charge so quickly that you can just keep playing. I mean, I can speak nothing but praises for the Wii U controller, not Wii U Pro controller to be specific, not the
Yeah, at first I
gamepad.
thought you were talking about the tablet.
No, the Pro controller.